everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a question that someone actually asked me on Instagram this week, and it's definitely a question that can spark some anxiety, some doubt, even a sense of missed opportunity. So is high ticket sales oversaturated? You've probably seen the social media feeds, right? The endless parade of gurus flaunting their luxury cars, their beachfront villas, their promises of passive millions from a single high ticket offer. And it can definitely feel like everyone and their pet chihuahua is launching some form of high value coaching, consulting, or done for you service. So is the gold rush over? Is the market truly flooded to the point of no return? Now, as closers, we are on the front lines. So let's really peel back the layers and truly break down what's actually happening in the space. On the surface, the immediate answer might seem like a yes, and I can definitely see why it might feel that way. If you think back to just 5 years ago, high ticket offers, especially in the online sphere, were a relatively new phenomenon, and the internet was still somewhat of a wild west for online education and high value services. It was considerably easier for businesses to stand out just simply because the competition wasn't as dense. And the novelty of accessing specialized knowledge for high level support from anywhere in the world, often for a significant investment, was itself, it was a powerful selling point. But if we fast forward to today, and the landscape has dramatically shifted. The barriers to entry for creating an online business are lower than ever, especially with all of the available tools like AI and website building, marketing, payment processing. Anyone with a laptop and an idea can launch a high ticket offer, which has obviously led to an explosion of coaches, consultants, course creators, and service providers. And they're all, vying for a piece of what appears to be an increasingly shrinking high ticket pie. So it's a natural evolution of any booming industry. There's the initial growth, the rapid expansion, and then a period of intense competition. Now, this immense influx of offers, good and bad, has had a profound effect on buyer psychology. If you remember those early days, people were definitely more open and more trusting of online promises, and the perceived risk was lower because the personal stories of online success and failure weren't as widespread. So people were more willing to take a leap of faith, perhaps swayed by charismatic personalities and aspirational marketing promises. But now the game has changed entirely. Buyers are inherently and quite rightly more skeptical now. They've seen the flashy promises that don't deliver. They've heard the horror stories from their friends or colleagues who invested heavily in subpar programs that gave them probably little to no results. And they've been burned by promises that felt grand but amounted to little more than, recycled information or just generic advice. And because of that, they're now armed with a healthy and even essential dose of cynicism. This means the days of easily convincing someone to drop thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars on a sales call based solely on a compelling sales page or a webinar are almost over. Today's high ticket buyer is a savvy consumer, and they're doing their due diligence. They're researching reviews, they're cross-referencing testimonials, they're deep diving into the business's online presence, and pretty much scrutinizing every single claim you make with a critical eye. They're often demanding proof and a clear understanding of the return on their significant investment. The impulse buy at the high ticket level is becoming more and more rare. And let's be completely honest with ourselves, the sheer volume of offers has in some ways diluted the overall quality of what's available. When everyone feels compelled to launch a high ticket program because it's perceived as the next big thing or the only way to scale, not all of those programs are going to be exceptional. Many are repackaged free content or generic advice or unproven methodologies. There's definitely a significant amount of mediocrity out there, and frankly, there are some outright bad offers and programs that overpromise and underdeliver, leaving clients feeling ripped off. And this makes it incredibly harder for consumers to discern what's genuinely valuable and what's truly transformational and worth their hard-earned money from, what's just hype or recycled content or a thinly veiled attempt to capitalize on a trend. So if the market is more crowded than ever, if buyers are more skeptical, and if the quality of offers have been diluted, does that mean that high ticket sales are a bust? Is it time to pack up your closer dreams? Absolutely not. In fact, I'd actually argue the opposite is true. This current environment, while it is challenging for those who are clinging to the outdated methods, actually presents a huge opportunity for closers who are aware of this, who know how to find and vet offers thoroughly, and lead with integrity. And this is where the skilled closer is truly going to outshine. Because of the oversaturation of subpar offers and the deep skepticism it's created, the truly great offers now stand out strong. Think about it. When there's so much noise, so much mediocrity, and so much distrust, clarity, genuine value, and authentic connection become incredibly attractive. This leads us directly to the next crucial point, which is a shift that is non-negotiable for success as a closer in today's high-ticket landscape. You can definitely forget about the pushy, pressure-filled, scarcity-driven, fear-mongering sales tactics of the past. People see right through that now. Those aggressive close at all costs methods, the fake deadlines, the manipulative tactics, all of those things that are designed to trigger FOMO and the guilt trips, while they might have worked on less informed buyers a few years ago, they're now a massive turnoff. Today's sophisticated buyers are not only resistant to feeling manipulated, they actually resent it, of course. So what does this fundamental shift mean for you, the aspiring or the current high-ticket closer? It means the future and actually the present of high-ticket sales is entirely about ethical, heart-led selling. This approach isn't just a buzzword, it is a commitment to building genuine relationships with prospects. It's about taking the time to truly understand their deepest desires, their most pressing pain points, and their unique challenges, not just on a superficial level, but with empathy and genuine curiosity. It's about offering solutions that truly serve them, solutions that are meticulously crafted to provide real, measurable transformation. Ethical, heart-led sales is about providing immense value upfront long before you ever ask for a sale. It's about demonstrating your integrity and your commitment to their success. It's about building trust and rapport to such an extent that the client feels the potential for transformation. They envision their desired future, and they understand the immense value of your offer before they even think about pulling out their wallet. The sale just becomes a natural, logical progression and not a forced transaction. It's an invitation to a solution, not a high-pressure pitch. Your role is to guide them to that natural conclusion, facilitating their decision to transform. And this critical shift towards ethical, heart-led sales is precisely why we're seeing so many women absolutely thriving and even dominating in the high-ticket space right now. I know I bang on about this all the time, but it is absolutely imperative for you to know how to find and vet offers to ensure that they are genuinely high value. In a market flooded with questionable quality, your ability to discern the truly transformation from the merely mediocre is your superpower as a closer. This isn't just about protecting your reputation, it's about ethical selling and ensuring you connect clients with solutions that actually deliver results. You need to develop a keen eye for what actually makes a legitimate high-impact offer. And this means looking beyond the flashy marketing and delving into the substance. Does the offer have a clear, demonstrable track record of success? Are the testimonials authentic and verifiable? Is the program or the service led by someone with genuine expertise and integrity? Does it address a real tangible pain point with a clear, actionable solution? Asking these critical questions and digging deep for the answers will be the difference between thriving and struggling in this competitive landscape. When you represent an offer that you genuinely believe in, one that you've thoroughly vetted and know can deliver the immense value, your sales calls shift from persuasive pitches to confident, authentic conversations. You become a trusted advisor, really guiding clients to the right solution rather than just another salesperson trying to make a quick buck. If you're a woman looking to confidently navigate the high-ticket sales space, I help women do exactly this in my school community. I'm offering a 7-day free trial right now by clicking the link in the description. So is high-ticket sales oversaturated? If oversaturated implies a market empty of opportunity, then the simple answer is a huge no. But what we're seeing in the space right now isn't oversaturation, but rather a very necessary evolution. The market is maturing and shedding its Wild West image for one that demands authenticity, value, and integrity. This shift, while challenging for those stuck in the outdated offers, is a golden age for the ethical, heart-led closer. The gold rush isn't over, it's just requiring a more refined approach. The demand for high-value offers is still there, and it's perhaps even stronger than before, but your ability to cut through the shitty offers, represent truly impactful products, and connect with prospects from a place of genuine desire to serve will be your ultimate competitive advantage. This isn't just about making sales, it's about building a sustainable, fulfilling career by truly helping people achieve their goals. Embrace this shift, hone your ethical sales skills, and the opportunities in high-ticket sales will be limitless. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.